All right. Let me call on the next person. Let me call on the next person. I don't understand. Augustine, is
Make
your
we talk
turn.
now. Since they are waiting for us, make we talk. Make we talk. Join. Abi.
Thank you, sir, for
Good
joining
evening,
us. Good evening
everybody.
to you. I beg
Good
talk to us.
good evening, everybody. All protocols duly observed. Welcome to our usual gathering.
Make it a jump
See,
me, oh,
actually,
you hear me?
actually,
Hi,
I
my
think
lovely
I really
brother.
having listened to what the last speaker and then the one that called, even Tony Africa, who I call Tony Wahala. See, do you know one thing I'm saying? In the end, the fact that those of us abroad are even contributing to this discourse is because we've seen what life should be and we know where we are coming from or where we left. Those of you back home, when you say you are waiting for people abroad to light it, what are we do? Let's say, even if, let's say, UK, we march, carry placard, BBC here or some people go, or local newspapers go cover us. The impact can never be felt in Aso Rock because you people are still drinking your whatever relaxed. In the end, some people will say, after all, look at them where they're abroad. Then if they say they get work, then for come the match. No mind them, they just did there, they waste time. But you people are abroad, I mean back home, it is because of you that that thing is happening. The thing about Nigerians is that I don't know whether they want to make an omelette without breaking an egg. When NSAS, like Henry was saying, when NSAS happened, nobody abroad instigated it. Rather, what the people abroad did was to be even pumping money there for people to feed, which I follow do. They were sending money, say, look, let them use it for entertain people. That music, different music band will be playing, if people will enjoy, just to make sure that the thing is, up and running. But when you say, somebody say we were there abroad, now we hold the candle, now we hold the matches. To me, that one is just like somebody. It's like what a fair weather friend will tell you if you have such people as a friend. The problem, the source, the impact will be much felt. Imagine this one we are talking of that day. Everybody came come out. Just sit down for main road. When they say you block road everywhere, that is different. But everybody just come, just use one rag, sit down. Everybody just sit down. You look people, it be like say they just sit, like say they're there for church. They just sit down. What of Mobad? Did people abroad instigate? Is it not people that did it? What happened? You see, the thing about Nigeria is that I think this people are looking at it either from a tribal point of private sentiment or religious, or they just give up. If you want to give up, then give up and keep quiet and don't complain. And part of that complaint, no be say you no go to talk. But don't tell people abroad, please do this. They just keep quiet and go your normal way. Then we know that you've given up so that the evil ones could now have the field day and continue plundering the country. But you will be the first person to complain. Look at the way we suffer. Hey, I've left Enugu since before I could arrive Oka. Look at it. They showed the other way. The Bosunu of ITV Benin showed Benin to Abo. I was shedding tears. He said, look at the road. Look at Benin to Warri, I mean, Sapele Road. I used to watch all these things, and people will be complaining. So, you see, in this, I don't even know that by now you don't need any other weapon than the fact that Chicago has confirmed that the man in Nassau Rock is a master forger. The constitution or electoral law said if you submit a false certificate, you should go. And that is what he submitted. That is what made Atiku to go there. Therefore, that is what that he should get down. What he submitted was forged. That is your weapon. That is what you print on the placard. When people are even talking to you, say, look at that is the thing. Now they make the law say if you submit forged certificate, you get disqualified. How do you know a forged certificate? A certificate when the purported, institution that should issue it denies ever issuing it. All of us know now. Those of you coming out to protest or whatever, you what attended primary or secondary schools. The moment you submit, even if you working in Nigeria, say you're a teacher, anything you are doing, and your employer happens to dictate that, Oh boy, you say you went to teacher training college or college of education, where there for somewhere. We've go check, they say they didn't issue you. Therefore, please, we are sacking you from work. It's as simple as that. So why should Aso Rock be different? So when people say they are waiting for this, you don't need to wait. There's nobody abroad you are waiting for. Abroad can protest, but the impact for you to make impact that we need to bring a change is from home. That's what we are saying. But the thing is, can it be synchronized whereby as it's taking place in Cross River, it's taking place in Lagos State, in Anambra, in Benue, in everywhere, Kaduna, Taraba? That is what we are saying. If it could happen like this, that is the aim has been achieved. But when people say, who go talk, they say the petrol now is more than 600 naira a liter. Who knows what is gonna be by December 1? They say dollar is 1,000 or pound 1,400. Me think say na next year, but as it is, by December, pound might be changing for 2,000. If I know go don't pass 2,000 now. We still have the whole of November to go, 31 days. Pound where they change, they put like 50 naira every day. I know it go reach like 4,000. Let me just peg it at one pound to 4,000 naira by December 31st. That is my own projection. Then dollar go be 1,000. Even $1 safe go be 1,003. So who are you cheating? When we are saying all these things, it's for the interest because of what we had. Some of us we've seen it and we felt that it is not. Ordinarily, we could have just, close our eyes, shut our ears, and then stay here and say, look, good riddance to bad rubbish. But you people are suffering, we are also suffering. That is the way we see it. And that is why we are saying this is what should be done. It's a peaceful protest. You are not killing anybody. You are not carrying arms. You are not carrying even a stick. Nothing. It's just maybe, if you like, you do it the way they normally do it. You use the sellotape, seal your mouth, carry placard, stand by one corner, everybody stand, come out. That will make an impact. Let them know, not in our name, nothing. If there is a civil disobedience you have to do it. You are not breaking anything. The people will park their car go there the way it is. Any bridge, you don't need to break it. Any bank where there glass house, don't touch it. You don't need to break anything. It's like just quietly, without talking. That's what they call peaceful protest. Not even Okada can you push down. Not even a motorcycle parked by the roadside. You don't need to even push it down. A wheelbarrow safe, you don't need to push it. At most, you remove it a little bit, people will pass. That is what they mean a peaceful protest. So that nobody will say you vandalized everywhere, they did this. You don't need that. Because the moment you start being violent, they will not say, hey, remember we have the lives of Ruben Abati. Journalists like that, they say, hey, they went to loot in the bank. They went there, they were looting people, they were molesting. So this is how it should have been done. But when people phone and they start talking all these things, it's like we are not yet serious. And if you are not serious, well, what do you want to do? We just have to do it. The other day, somebody told me that the people of Niger are sacking French, those of France. They don't want France in their country. Mali did it. I say Niger. He say yes, Mali. That's what they are planning in Niger. They want to remove. They want to really be in charge. I said when they are doing it now, tomorrow Nigerians will be migrating to Niger because they've done their own peaceful protest to tell the French, get out of our country. You are the people controlling us. But yeah, we are having that is colonialism. Our own is neo-colonialism. A black an Indian, a Nigerian doing it on other Nigerians. So who are we waiting to come and sanitize our place? If it happens in Togo, they will sanitize it themselves. Mali has done that. Then Nigerians will be trooping to Mali to go there and take resident. Why not our own? When we've got every evidence, it's no longer because we are suffering because of the cost of living. No, this is now a case of the constitution say you forge document, therefore you are disqualified. You shouldn't be on the ballot app in issue. So that is the issue, and it has been proven. So what else do we need? Is that not enough? What if Chicago State University has been one university in Nigeria? Maybe if Tinubu had known, he could have used one university in Nigeria. By now, he could have called the VC, what do you need? $5 million or $20 million or 30 million. They will organize themselves, forge certificate, give and say, yes, he was an external student, he was coming, he did a part-time program, he was coming. Before you know, they say, maybe don't prove him. That would have gone. But if you
August here. They will not, they don't even need to give VC in Nigeria 5 million. Now to fire the VC, put another one there.
So, so okay, so you see, so that's why when God want to help the people, that's why this thing happened abroad. Do you see it? Can you okay? Are you telling me that EFCC will now release their file or SSS in Nigeria on Tinubu? It's not possible. But FBI is releasing will release their own. So these are the things I don't really understand when people come and then you discourage others. There's nothing, there's nothing to it. If you can't do it this way, then that is the end. That is the end. The essence of protest. Even if in the end you feel that the people you are protesting for or the people you are protesting against won't take interest. The thing is that from your conscience, you've done what is humanly possible. That's what it means. You voted. Your vote was changed. Beavers was switched off. This is not the man you voted. And as God will have it, they now told you, they now sort of what you did not know. If you hear a high false certificate, you are not sure. Now the evidence came out, not in Nigeria, but all over the world. It's now a known case. And the impact of that is that some Nigerian nurses some countries have been told to come and resit the exam. That they no longer trust any paper coming from Nigeria or any paper Nigerians are holding. So that is the impact. So all these are just to let you know, give what they've watered the ground for you. So that when you're even protesting it, if you heard it on CNN, they will say, okay, yeah, we heard about that Chicago. Or somebody hears it somewhere in what they say, oh, yes. Oh, thank you. They will say, yes, yes. I remember. Oh, yeah, Nigeria. Yes, we remember. But in this case, if you keep quiet, what else do you, okay, how else do you want the system to change? How else do you want the system to change? It cannot change now. If you are not ready for change, then quietly you close your mouth and then take it. So that tomorrow, if a liter of petrol is 1,500 naira and you have to queue for 2 days for it, so be it. Or those of you that are keeping eye on the dollar, if by December it goes to 5,000 naira to the dollar, then you say, well, that is it. Until you change something, it can't happen. Are you telling me that looking at Tinubu with all his antecedent and record, with his criminality, something good will happen? When within the first 3 months you've seen the way Nigeria is crumbling, he will remove subsidy through voicemail on May 29th, then smuggle it back behind. What sort of government is that? This is a government, somebody that organized Agberu. We give them cassock. They wore like bishop. Say these are Christians. So what hasn't they done? Well, if for those that are expecting something different, well, was it Einstein said you can't solve a problem with the mind that you used to create it, and any mind that is open to new ideas can never go back to its original shape. So all these things, we really we've our mind has been opened. But what do you do with all the facts you have? If you feel you can't do anything, well, you rest your case. But then do not complain. And do not feel that somebody else will come and do your job for you. You are the person bearing the brunt. If you can't, then you keep quiet. So what are we really saying? So that the injustice and the what is oppression will continue till God knows when. And this is how it will be. Nigeria has been going on downward spiral since Jonathan. In fact, since Obasanjo left, it's been going on downward spiral. So what are we doing? So to me, please let me round it and then say the ball is in our court. For those of you in Nigeria, if you're still feeling that you need an impetus from external source to prompt you, well, continue waiting. If you can't see it, after all, who buys petrol at a very exorbitant price? Who cannot be able to pay school fees? Who can? So all these things. I'm not saying that I'm not happy, but people should not make excuses. If there is a time to strike, you strike when the iron is hot, and that is now. Thank you.
Thank you, Ogasim. Thank you very much, sir.